I am the spectacular Spider-Man. Hey everyone, it's Chris. In today's video, I'm discussing the Spectacular Spider-Man Season 1, Episode 1, titled Survival of the Fittest. Let's swing into action. In this episode, we see Peter stepping into his junior year with his first day of school. Aunt May is struggling financially. Spider-Man finds himself in the crosshairs of Tombstone and Hammerhead, who recruits the enforcers to take him down. Spider-Man must also protect Norman Osborn from the ruthless Vulture as he navigates this threat. First, let's discuss the highlights of this episode, the character introductions, the intriguing foreshadowing, and the humor. First, the character introductions. This episode effectively brings key figures such as Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, Harry Osborn, Flash Thompson, Eddie Brock, Liz Allen, Aunt May, and J Jonah Jameson to life, each expertly showcasing their unique personalities. Next, the intriguing foreshadowing. I personally love how this episode teases future villains. These villains include Flint Marko, Sandman, O Hirn, Rhino, Dr. Otto Octavius, Dr. Octopus, and Dr. Kurt Connors, the Lizard. This diverse cast lays a great foundation for thrilling episodes that lie ahead. I'm looking at you, group therapy. If you know, you know. Regarding villains, Robert Englund's portrayal of the Vulture truly stands out in a series filled with impressive voice performances. Lastly, the humor is one of the show's strongest elements. The quips are expertly delivered, and Spider-Man's humor is undeniably entertaining. Now, one of my favorite sequences in this episode in particular is Peter wants to essentially go ask out his crush, and he is just humiliated in front of her and all her peers. And it's a really funny, and it really stands out in this episode because the humor feels like late 2000s. Like, he's looking at his crush and the music's playing and he just slowly goes up to her and he's just embarrassed. And we've all had that moment where we're in school and we go ask out our crush just to be humiliated. So that's probably my favorite sequence in the episode. This Spider-Man in particular, with his humor, he's a lot more talkative. It's not as like cutaway gags like Ultimate Spider-Man, but a lot of the action sequences and even the humor in the show when Spider-Man's just Peter Parker, it's really, you can't really say that it's not undeniably entertaining. Survival of the Fittest kicks off a spectacular series with entertaining action sequences, intriguing foreshadowing, and hilarious humor. This episode showcases Peter's personal life and everyday problems. This makes him more relatable, and everyone struggles, even Spider-Man. Robert Englund delivers an outstanding performance as the Vulture, voicing the character brilliantly. The intriguing foreshadowing sets the stage for future storylines. This episode skillfully provides hints and clues about future events, effectively building anticipation for the seasons ahead. While the enforcers are well integrated into the narrative, they ultimately fail to leave a lasting impression. The pacing feels rushed, and the episode as a whole feels a bit familiar. It's hard when you've watched so many animated Spider-Man series like I have, where it takes a lot for it to feel fresh. Spider-Man is very much like Scooby-Doo. He's very formulaic. You know, you've watched one Spider-Man series, you've roughly watched all of them. Just different villains, different storylines, but it's roughly all the same, you know. Despite its negatives, this episode is among the best in the entire series. Survival of the Fittest is one of my favorite episodes. It's easily in my top 10. There are quite a few other episodes that I do want to talk about in the Spectacular Spider-Man, but yesterday I released a new poll that asked you guys, what should I talk about next week? Should I continue Spider-Man content, or should I talk about more mature themed content like The Last of Us, or just something like Until Dawn, you know, a horror movie, or something that's a little bit more PG-13, more R-rated? So I want you guys to go vote on that poll. And if Spider-Man wins, I already got a script for an episode from Spider-Man, the animated series from the 90s. But I do want to talk about other episodes from the Spectacular Spider-Man. I even want to talk about more episodes from Spider-Man, the new animated series. The Party. I did Law of the Jungle. There's a couple other ones, at least one or two more I do want to talk about from that series. So there are more Spider-Man content that I do want to talk about. I just wanted to ask you guys, what's next? Because for the whole month of July, I've talked about Spider-Man. Let me just put this in perspective for you. For the whole year of 2025, from January to now, essentially, I think it's like the 22nd of July, I have posted 20 different videos. 17 out of those 20 videos have been Spider-Man content. So that's why I asked you guys, what do you guys like for me to talk about next week? That's why I created that poll. Should it be more Spider-Man content, or should I veer off a little bit and talk about something different? I'm Spider-ManChris, and I'll see you in the next one.